Okay, we are live.
We're live.
Everybody, welcome.
皆さんこんにちは。
We're gonna do it in Japanese. Go for it.
Naked Famous Denim の生配信にようこそ。
Welcome. It's the Naked Famous Denim live streaming here, getting a rough start with that intro. Anyways, we're going to practice that one. It is episode 100. We've made it to 100 episodes of this live stream.
Since we started
on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Right. Now, if we go back to Instagram lives, well, then there's probably a lot more. But we're here. We're with all of you. It's really fantastic to have achieved this monumental achievement of 100 live streams. Mm-hmm. We just, a couple days ago, passed 11,000 subscribers. So everything is going up. It's fantastic. I can't wait to, I can't wait to, I don't know, hit a million live streams. But I'm happy to be here for number 100. We're back from holiday, so we had a one week break from the live stream. Mm-hmm. We're going to answer all your questions live. We're going to talk about raw denim topics. We've got the Kikko denim to show off. If we hit 100 likes, I'm going to show off something from Spring Summer 24, which I definitely shouldn't be showing off, but I'm going to do it because I can't hold any secrets back from you guys, because you guys are the best live stream audience in the entire universe. I'm going to call it right now. That's it. Right here. This is it. You guys know it. It's official because I said so. And that's that. So let's see where everybody's checking in from. We are streaming live from Yokohama, Japan, the global headquarters of the live stream. Global live streaming headquarters of Naked Famous Denim.
That is 100% true.
When we live stream from elsewhere, it is not the headquarters, but right here is the headquarters. Mm-hmm. And let's check in with everybody, see where you guys are checking in from today. We've got the Lost Hobbit from New Brunswick, Canada. Welcome, my friend. I want my muffin. Hey, hello from London, Ontario. Welcome. I like the name. It's a funny name. Shane, hey from Vancouver, Washington. Great milestone. Thank you so very much. We've got KMX tuning in from Calgary. Thank you so much. He's wearing his Comfort Monsters. Happy 100th. Thank you very much. BD, Niagara Region, representing Niagara Region in the house. We've got Happy 100 from Dat Blonde Dude from Long Island, New York. James Bundy tuning back in from Soul Hill, UK. Awesome. Pie from Houston, Texas. We got a lot of people from all over the world. A lot of Canadians in the house as well. Matthew Bradwell, greeting from downtown PDX. Congratulations on the growth. Just switched from the first Kasuri Blues to the Kasuri Ceruleans. Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Patrick Sanchez watching from Cote Gold Project, Northern Ontario. I have no idea where that is, except for the fact that you said it's in Northern Ontario. It's probably warm by now. Trying to beat my classic slub at work. Pictures to come. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing those photos. Kevin Somar, NYC. I'll be in New York store for the Kikko denim drop on the 9th. Fantastic.
Nice.
Couch from Rochester, New York. A lot of New Yorkers in the house as well. And to you local New Yorkers, just so you know, the Empire State Selvedge has been restocked at our Naked Famous Denim Soho store just recently. So if you're going to be in store, you should definitely check out that pair. C. Sanchez checking in from Los Angeles, wearing my Pickle Ricks. I love it. Juan Escalante, Harrison, New Jersey, checking in. We've got a Jersey boy in the house. And Sergeant Snuggle checking in from Seattle. Gave my rainbow cores the first wash today. Well, be sure to post some progress photos on that, and we'll share them. You know, speaking of sharing photos, the last week or so, I've been a little bit. I haven't been as active on the social media as I should have been, so I apologize.
Took a vacation.
Yeah, I took a vacation. Yeah. Coming back is catching up on a lot of stuff. We're getting ready. Just some what's going on at Naked Famous Denim HQ right now. We're getting ready for Spring Summer 24. So it's May 27th right now. Our first show is June 23rd in Paris. So
less than a month.
Less than a month away. We just got the first batch of samples in at Montreal HQ, but there's still a lot of samples to go. So between now, basically within, I'm going to say the next 3 weeks, because we have to send the sample set to Paris like a week before the show, basically. We have to receive all of our samples, photograph all of our samples, write all the product copy, make the line sheets, make appointments, all their customers. It's going to be a pretty hectic 3 weeks for us. Anyways, hopefully I can maintain some kind of social media presence with photos and things like that. But yeah, it's gonna be a busy one. Our trade show schedule is we're going to be in Paris at the end of June. Then Brandon is going to do a small little showroom out of our New York City store in the middle late July to meet with any customers who want to see us in New York. And then we're going to have a trade show event in Chicago at a show called Chicago Collective. So while we're in Chicago, it's possible, maybe I should reach out to our friend Luke over at Mildblend. Maybe we could do a little meet and greet or something at the shop. I think that could be kind of cool for our Chicago area fans out there. So stay tuned for that. Chicago Collective is the start of August. I don't remember exactly what days they are, but maybe we'll announce a meet and greet to see us at Chicago.
6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. Okay.
Or 5, 6, 7. I don't know.
Something like that. We'll keep you posted. Arif Jivan, hopefully I said that right. I'll see you at Chicago Collective. And Luke is the man. Luke is the man. And yeah, absolutely. We'll be glad to see you out there in Chicago. I would say last time I was in Chicago, I had a really great time. Really, really nice city. Yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. Great food, great architecture, wonderful people. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, don't believe the hype. I was.
You were scared.
I was a little scared. I've never been to Chicago before, and I'm like, wow, this place seems crazy. Yeah,
I'm excited. I've been briefly back in the days, but it's been a while.
Yeah,
I'd like to enjoy Chicago.
Yeah, America. Anyways, we were just in America. So while we were away, we were actually in Hawaii. We enjoyed the are they the 50th state? Well, we enjoyed.
Is it 50? Yeah,
I think they're the last state to join the union. Anyways,
Alaska. Yeah, it is the closest state to us.
Yeah, it's the closest. It takes us only like 7 hours to get to America from here, which is pretty cool. Actually, although I wonder what it's like. Guam is not that far. I like calling it Guam, by the way.
It might technically be closer, but it's not the United States. It's territory. So
yeah, I don't know how that works. Anyways, one day we'll make it out to Guam and we'll give you an update. But
it's not as good as Hawaii.
I see. But it's closer.
It is close.
It is close.
I think. Yeah.
Not that a 7 hour flight does not scare me.
No. But it's also, I think, cheaper. Everything is cheaper, I think.
Hawaii's a little expensive.
Yeah.
But it's also very beautiful. So, whatever. That's my answer to that. And also, I don't understand why all of you Americans don't live in Hawaii.
Yeah.
It is paradise.
Because it's expensive.
Yeah, but if you all moved, then maybe we'd all just, more better economy. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, nice. You should all move to Hawaii. It is really unbelievable. Food is great. The weather is great. The scenery is great. You get up in the morning, you go surfing a little bit, and then you go and have some pancakes and have a nice day.
But also, everybody who, I spoke to, maybe because they're all in, the tourism industry, but everybody who I spoke to that lived there were from somewhere else. Nobody was from Hawaii. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
And it's how little, do all Hawaiians, just move out of the state? Why is it this, small place filled with non-natives?
Yeah. But the people that we met that moved there, they loved it there. And yeah, anyways. Praise be to Hawaii for being so awesome.
Yes. It was awesome.
It was awesome. Melanie Murray, hello from Tucson, wearing my Sky High Selvedge denim today. Happy 100th episode. Fantastic. Sky High. I found a random pair of Sky Highs in our closet. I didn't know we had
leftover
samples. Leftover samples. Great jean, by the way. Really beautiful tone, that denim.
Yeah, and the fact that it's, hemp, just makes it a little bit more summery, I think.
Yeah. Austin, checking in from Indonesia. Usually not joining live, but here today. Happy 100th episode. FYI, my Naked Famous jeans are still my favorite jeans to date.
Oh,
thank you very much, and thanks for checking in from Indonesia. It's good to see how wide this live stream, how wide this audience can get in this live stream. Okay. Shane, I had a coworker who is from Hawaii, and she left to Washington.
Yeah, I knew a person from Hawaii living in California too. It's like, okay,
it's the wrong way.
It is the wrong way.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
what can you do? Vegtan Journey, good to see you in here. Got to send you pictures of my all-natural 14-ounce cotton patinaed so fast. Got to send you pictures of my all-natural organic cotton Selvedge. They patinaed so fast. Yes,
right.
Absolutely. I'll definitely share that with the community. If that jean came out just recently, the all natural. Let's take a look here. I just gotta pull up the little window.
I'm actually wearing all natural today.
Oh, okay.
But I have a snowy on my lap.
Right.
I don't really want to disturb him.
Yeah, we'll make it out there.
Yeah.
Browser window. Here we go. So the all natural organic cotton Selvedge. These just came out recently. Wow, the jackets are almost gone.
It is a good jacket.
Very, very nice jacket, and very easy to pair up with just about anything. Also, very all year. We'll talk about the importance of ecru denim in the wardrobe. But as far as patinaing goes, I mean, they're gonna pick up all your stains. And the beauty is that like it does actually wash off quite easily when you wear them. When you wash them. Sorry, Snowy's confusing me. This is Snowy, our cat, and he likes to be right in the middle of the video sometimes. And it's nice for him to join us on our 100th live stream episode. But yeah, if you're worried about staining, I would say wash them a little bit more regularly. If you want them to patina hard, maybe go longer between washes. And some of those stains, many of the stains will come out. Some of them will kind of make their way, and be part of the fabric. They'll embed themselves into that fabric. But they will fade. Well, not so much fade, but they will pick up stains in your life, and they'll enjoy a different way of evolving. As soon as Snowy decides he wants to get off my lap, I'll go pull out my raw cotton slubs and give you guys a. Oh, you're gonna go grab it?
Sure.
Okay, it should be in the closet there. Okay. Pedro, anyone else chat with denim buds and think of great? It's. I'm sorry. I'm a little tongue twisted right now. Anyone else chat with denim buds and think of great questions to ask but forget them come Friday? This is the boat I'm in right now. Believe me, I forget all kinds of stuff that I plan on talking about during the live streams. I do tend to write everything down, but sometimes I don't write everything down, and when I don't write something down, I forget it. Do yourself a favor, get a notebook, write everything down. I certainly can't. My brain is, I have a very short-term memory these days. I can't remember anything. All right. But anyways, we got a couple. I did have a couple of questions, topics prepared for the live stream today that I think will be fun topics to cover. These are my raw cotton slubs. As you can see here, for the most part, pretty clean. They have been washed recently, but...
You call this pretty clean?
Compared to what they were. But, certain elements I mean, the stains have just really embedded themselves in there. But, I mean, I wore these pretty much straight for a year, and they saw maybe 3 washes total. The last trade show tour I did in, like, January, February, these got really nasty. Like, they were funky. But yeah, I think even if we were to wash them a little bit more, or maybe, you know, hand wash them with some scrubbing, like, some of the stains are going to come out. But when you wear them, to me, they just kind of feel like, you know, worn in painter pants or something like that.
Oh, yeah. It definitely makes it cool. And there's only, like, 1 or 2 stains. That's when, like, you have to kind of power through because it does, like,
yeah, you feel a little self-conscious about it.
Yeah. Like, it's dirty. But, like, once it gets to, like, an overall...
Yeah.
You know, dirty level, then it's like a look.
Yeah, that's it. It has to get, you know, overall.
Yeah.
I had a guy message me on IG the other day. He picked up one of our veg tan leather belts, and he got a water stain on it. And he was a little worried because it was kind of splotchy. And he's like, is there anything I can do to get this out? I'm like, there isn't much you can do to get this out, but you just got to power through it. Because, you know, over the next, you know, couple of months... this leather is going to get darker, it's going to get browner, you're going to pick up more stains, and eventually it's all just going to blend in together. So it's like I have some veg tan leather shoes, and yeah, there comes a point where like they kind of look kind of like oddly stained, but when you pick up enough stains and when the leather starts to change color, then it really starts to pick up. So there is a midpoint in
it's
leather,
like in between
or
haircuts.
Yeah,
like it just like
or a crew denim where it might feel like, well, these are just dirty, and then you get past that,
and then you're glad that you didn't, you know, give up there.
Yeah.
We actually, another Hawaii story, just want to sneak that in. We went to a bee farm in the middle of like the mountains in Hawaii. And I saw, like, so they had a beehive and that was their thing. But also, like, in the background, they had, like, a flower field, or I guess, like, it helps with the bee things. But they're growing things there, too. And there was, like, a girl who works there who was, like, so cool looking. She was wearing, like, all natural colored overalls.
Yeah.
And her overalls are, like, dirty because she's doing field work and stuff like that. So I thought, I saw that, I was like, oh, man, like, maybe I should wear my natural seed overalls and make it look like that.
And when you're gardening, you can pick it up. I think it'll look pretty cool. I think it'll look pretty cool. We've got pending new name, right? I'm a bit bummed the Ecru Chore sold out in large already.
I wonder if
Naked and Famous Denim NYC. We can double check for you. Risa's gonna do a little double check there. It's always a good idea that if you don't find something on Tate+Yoko, check out Naked and Famous Denim NYC. And if all else fails, in fact, the first place you should always check is the blog post on nakedandfamousdenim.com. This is just a little PSA for nakedandfamousdenim.com, because if you go over to the website, we've got the news section here, so just along the top, and you can see that we have a blog post for every jean that we put out. And if you're looking for something specific, like the all-natural organic, we have a listing at the bottom here with all the retailers who carried all the styles. Now, that, like, if you're looking for the short coat, you can see Tate+Yoko has it, and Naked Famous Denim NYC. Maybe not too many more.
Yeah, there's only medium left on NYC.
But I guess it's sold out. I guess it might be gone. But
only medium and Tate+Yoko.
The other thing to do is when something is sold out or is perceived to be sold out, go on Tate+Yoko or nakedandfamousdenim.nyc.com, click on the item that you're looking for, and if it's sold out in the size that you're after, you'll see this email when available. Just fill out that information here, and we'll send you an email if and when that size does get restocked. So sometimes we might find some extra units in the warehouse, or maybe there's a return or something like that. Anyways, this is going to assure that you do get that notification. And also, maybe double check those measurements. You know what? I know that my sample of this jacket ran a little bit large. I don't know if the production is, but double check those measurements. Maybe that medium might actually end up working for you. So just give that one a double check. But Yeah, there you have it. Definitely take advantage of that email when available part.
You would be surprised how many things come back in stock after a while.
Yeah. Okay. Mike Knight writes regarding a cruise and denims and things like that. Kind of like all white slip-on Vans. After a while, you don't care about the dirt. Yeah. There's something about a nice worn-in pair of sneakers. I used to really despise like the new fresh look of a sneaker, and I really wanted my sneakers to be worn in.
Yes, 100%.
And like getting a new pair of shoes felt like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it is just like something you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Maybe some people do feel like that when like jeans are raw, and that's why pre-distressed jeans are so popular, because they just don't want to wear a crisp new pair.
Right. I have hold on, I gotta find something, because I do write everything down, and if I don't, oh man, maybe I forgot. I didn't write that down. BD asks, Bahzad, any updates from the fading twins? So if you remember a while back,
That's a good
I sent out a pair to some of our viewers here, twin brothers. And we wanted to compare the fading differences between the left-hand twill. So we had the left-hand twill denim, and then we had the offshoot broken twill Selvedge, which was made with the exact same yarn as the left-hand twill Selvedge, but made in a broken twill construction. And we wanted to compare the fading differences of just construction. And since they were identical twins and actually happened to live similar lifestyles, it was a good experiment. Yeah. They haven't posted that much on IG. I unfortunately right now don't remember their Instagram handle. But they posted an update recently. I will. I'll see if I can find that information. Maybe we'll look at it next week. But eventually, once they faded them enough, I'm gonna get them back from them, and then we'll have them, and then we can take some nice photos and. Have some really beautiful examples showing the difference there.
Yeah.
Okay. Venomous Teddy says, nice mug, Risa.
Yes.
Yeah, we got the Naked Famous Denim milk glass stackable mugs right here, available on tate+Yoko.com.
Yeah, these are sold out, but we are restocking them pretty soon. Not like next week, but in a few
in the
weeks.
fall. Yeah. And then we'll also have the new color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we show that off already?
Once before.
I think we did. Yeah.
But yeah. Eve writes, congratulations on the 100th episode. Any new denim to show us? I really need those JoJo jeans. If we get to 100 likes on this live, during the live, I'm going to show you the new, very, very new MIJ14. I'm going spring, summer 24.
We haven't released MIJ12 or 13.
Yeah.
But we're showing.
I'm just teasing everything. Not even a tease. It's a full reveal. But we got to get. Oh, BD with the answer. It's at Twin Fades. Let me just pull it up and see what we've got here. It's a good name. That's a good handle. I don't know how many comparison shots we have here, though. Anyways, it still looks pretty fresh, but
yeah.
We're gonna have to. There we go. There's the left-hand twill.
Yeah, I mean it's showing some fades.
Yeah. Yeah. We have to wait for the broken twill update to come, but the left-hand twills are fading in quite nicely. And you can see here, these are the brothers. And yeah, I think this is a great experiment here.
Yeah.
So it's the first ever identical twin fading experiment. It's very true. I don't think this has ever been done before. And side-by-side image of the two fabrics. Cool. So anyways, we gotta wait to see some more updates from that broken twill option here. This one came in 18 weeks ago. This one was a week ago. So I mean, for a couple months back, you can see
Yeah.
a little bit of stuff starting off over here, but we're gonna have to stay tuned. But yeah, follow Twin Fades if you want to keep up to date with these jeans, and maybe commenting and stuff will maybe help encourage them. But yeah, either way, I know creating content, creating posts is it's not that easy, right? You know, it does actually take a lot of time, and so you know, no pressure. But when they are done, we'll get them back from them, and we'll document them nicely. Speaking of documenting things nicely, I know that we've been getting a lot of newer folks entering the chat, coming into Raw Denim, and I just wanted to highlight a couple of books that I think might be interesting to new people getting into raw jeans. So I have a couple here. If you've been a follower of the live streams, then you've probably seen some of these before, but I just wanted to show some of these off because I think people will get a big kick out of them. And the first one I would recommend is this one. It's called the 501XX collection. This is a beautiful book just filled with great photography of faded vintage Levi's jeans. And this was, it's a Japanese company that did this book, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a lot of documentation in here. It's in both English and Japanese, so you got Japanese and the English, but just beautiful photos of faded, worn in paired with the hardware. And you can really see the evolution of, how jeans came to be, with buckle backs, and I think they even have jeans with single pockets. Yeah, like really old jeans, single pocket options here. The other day, just as I'm going to go on a side rant, it was a comment, and I'm trying to remember it exactly, but I think it was a stretch related comment, and something about how it's not authentic, and I really hate that idea. And to me, it's if you think that these changes in denim or in jeans make them any less authentic, then are we to only expect to wear if anything deviates from a single pocket with the buckle back, is that not authentic anymore? At some point somebody was like, you know what, we should put belt loops on these jeans, right? And I wonder if there was a raw denim enthusiast person back then, would they have been like, no, belt loops, that's just unacceptable. No, you have to wear overalls. You have to have a cinch back. And if you don't have these things, they're not jeans. These are, I wonder, I don't think there was that type of cynic back then, because I don't think people thought about jeans in this way.
This wasn't a fashionable item.
Right.
This was just utility pants.
But it does always strike me when that, that comment comes out, and I'm like...
Yeah, when did you decide that this specific thing,
this iteration was the jeans? When it went from pleated front jackets with the flat pockets to the current trucker style jacket, where you're like, no,
right,
no, but
but I think it's in response to the fact that all of most of the denim jackets are settled as the trucker style.
Yeah.
And so, no, this is not acceptable because everybody wears this now.
Yeah.
And we have to go back in time and just look at the past because... But in that sense, then, why is Type 2 accepted even though Type 1 is the original?
Right.
Speaking of which, we do have the jacket version, the companion, of the same book, same series.
So the people who made this book... and this is really just covering jeans. Did I pull it to the same page again? This one goes through denim jackets and the evolutions of denim jackets. So a very, very interesting book, a great companion to have something that, even if you're not into raw jeans, it's just a nice book to even own and have on the coffee table. I'm sure if, company came over and looked through it, they would be fascinated by pictures of these old garments and how they evolved. And my aim with a lot of our photography is to try and document as much of our new products as possible, but I want to start archiving and taking more and more photos of our existing faded jeans that we have. So at some point I would really like to make a book like this with a history of Naked and Famous denim and beautiful photos of faded jeans. Mm-hmm. So anyways, that's the dream.
This old school blanket line.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And then these old tags, and you can see the evolution of like paper patches and leather patches and things like that. So it's really neat to look at these things because you can also get an idea of how things are going to evolve, and I think it's always just a great way to enjoy our past. One thing that's neat in some of these, they have like old price lists. Interestingly enough, I don't know if I ever told this story before, but one time we had a customer. Here's a price list, for example. You can show that one. This is, I guess, what their wholesale prices were back in the day. How much does a jacket cost?
Let's see.
A pair of jeans?
Cost per unit, $2.81.
All right.
Cost per dozen, $33.72.
And
this is.
And you know what's interesting?
This is not jackets.
Approximate weight per dozen, 20 pounds, so that you would understand how much it would cost to ship them. I guess if you had to arrange the shipping.
Per D, I don't know, per dozen. The jacket. Sorry, that was jeans. The jacket was $3.25 per unit. $39 per dozen.
$39 per dozen. It's a good deal.
We should wholesale in dozens.
Yeah. But okay, so anyways, going back to price list, we had a customer once who was they couldn't pay their bill.
Mm-hmm. And just FYI, this was from November 1958. This price list, so it's well past the war times.
Yeah,
it's pretty recent in terms of
1958.
Jeans. Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know what the minimum wage was back then, but
and these are probably
I wonder if
California.
If the ratio is equivalent,
Yeah.
I really wonder, compared to what a jean jacket costs to make today and what the average worker makes per hour, do you get the same quality of product for the price?
Mm-hmm. Well, quality is hard to compare, but I would like to know what the $3 back then is how much today. It can't be more than, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're getting ripped off today compared.
Well, it's different times, right? People were working differently back then.
Sure.
So. Anyways.
Okay. So anyways, back to my little rant story that is going off in a lot of different directions here. But a customer couldn't pay their bill. And for some reason thought it was okay to pay their bill with I think it was from 1907, something like that. Levi's receipt. It might have not been 1907. I don't know why that number came into my head. But a very, 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 very old receipt from a purchase order with it had a Levi's, writing at the top. It was handwritten, and I remember getting it. I got this package in the mail and I said, I can't pay my bill. Hopefully this will, even things out. This is from my private collection. Mm-hmm. And it came in 2 pieces of cardboard, and the paper was so delicate that it instantly tore apart. And I'm like, uh-oh. And then I put it back into the cardboard, and I put it in a filing cabinet, and I haven't been able to find it till this day. I have an idea of where it might be, but I am also afraid that it might have been thrown out at some point.
Possible.
But yeah, but yeah, it's if I find it, I will get it framed and everything. But I have a strong feeling that I've definitely lost it somewhere. Also, we did not accept it as payment.
Right.
Yeah.
Payment.
It wasn't a payment. Sorry. Appreciate it. Appreciate the thought. Appreciate the gesture also. But the bank wouldn't take it.
Ooh. Wait. No.
Wait.
Sorry. I also noticed that this blanket line page has the tag for the lining. Yeah. It's 60% reused wool.
All right. And 25%, what percent cotton?
28% cotton and
12% rayon. All right.
So back then already, although it doesn't look that old, but they were using reused wool.
Yeah, and rayon. So there you have it. There are, Brainstar writes, there are 91 people watching and only 57 likes. If you haven't liked, please do. Give a thumbs up so we can get some secret previews. This is true. If you're watching right now, you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. We got to get to 100 likes during the stream, and we're going to preview MIJ14. And if we don't preview it today, we will eventually get to preview it, but it may not be today. But I definitely want to do it during the 100th live stream, so we got to get 100 likes. So hit the like button right now. Tell a friend. Log into your other account. Just hit the like button. Whatever it takes. Let's get up to 100, everybody. Ian writes about the cost of $3, whatever. It's about $34 in today's money.
I mean, to be fair, this was a price list for stores. It wasn't for
right. So if you
consumers.
That's true. If you double it,
it's still. I mean, made in China, like more of like.
I suppose a made in China jacket would still come out to about that cost today. Yeah. So maybe it hasn't.
Yeah. It makes sense because, I mean, obviously things are more expensive to make in America, partially because, the economy is different, but also because we don't have the
manufacturing setup.
So it's more rare. Rare things are,
more expensive.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Quite interesting. So the price maybe hasn't changed all that much. For made in USA, yes, just as you said, because of the way that, productions and things like that have changed throughout time. But if you consider similar economies, then maybe the price hasn't changed that much. All right. Well, there you have it. Okay.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Let's talk about another book. This one's the book I got most recently, and I think is one of the coolest books out there. This is a book called The Rebel's Wardrobe, and it is not just denim related, but all things, heritage, menswear, all the stuff that we like. And it just goes through all the different eras, all the different key essential items that, define our, rugged men's style. Everything from workwear. And it even goes into like hip hop and like streetwear stuff near the end. So it is quite, and leather jackets and things like that. It is quite robust, and the photography is beautiful. It has all the iconic photos you can ever want to see. Here's the Ramones, for example. And so, everything that, it's not just like sartorial. It's definitely just an evolution of, this rugged style, leather, boots, workwear, all that good stuff. And so, if you want a great place to look at it all, here's a great photo of Elvis, for example, in the fisherman's sweater. If you want a comprehensive guide to all good things menswear, this is definitely the book to get. It came out most recently, and it was done by the folks. It was done by the folks over at the Indigo Invitational. They actually put this one together. I just want to make sure I'm. Oh man. Yeah, it's not on the front. I just want to. I should have been more prepared for this one. Thomas from Denim Hunters and Brian Zaboa. I definitely, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Brian is the guy behind Indigo Invitational. Tomas he has a website called Denim Hunters. He did another book. I forget which book it was, but he's he's a knowledge base for this type of thing, and he's really a great guy. And obviously they put together another fantastic book. So if you like this kind of stuff, get it. Obviously it looks cool. It's going to sit great on your coffee table, and yeah,
it's very inspirational.
Yeah. So if you're new to the world of heritage workwear and raw denim, and you're just getting into it, you want to learn more, these are some really good options for you. This last one, the Rebels Wardrobe, I think will give you a beautiful overview of everything. And then if you want to drill down into specifics, like pictures of faded jeans, then you get into those Levi's books. So
it really puts a lot of things into perspective.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
So there you have it. If there are any other, I know that every now and then people ask me for book recommendations. Those are some of the best ones. But yeah, I do have a lot. Now, like over the years, I've collected quite a lot. So if you have any recommendations for books that you might enjoy, that you think the community here will like, then shout them out and we'll check them out. If we don't own them, we'll get them and we'll show them off. So there. Marty. Pape writes, my Japan Heritage jeans arrived today. I can't wait to get them tailored and start wearing them. I'm looking forward to the lightweight feel for the Arizona summer. You wrote my Heritage jeans arrived today. I assume Japan Heritage, but is there another?
But it's not so lightweight.
That's not so lightweight, but you could certainly enjoy them if no matter what. But maybe clarify that one for me. Okay. Riley O'Brien writes, in your guys' experience, are denim jackets able to be altered? What parts of the denim jacket can be easily tailored, and what are the more difficult aspects of it? If you want a vest, you just cut off the arms, and then you've got yourself a denim vest.
That's the easiest alteration.
But
I think it depends on the construction. A lot of the denim jackets are made with flat felt seams all over. So when it's like a flat felt seams, it's not easily alterable. So that's the difficulty. In terms of,
so if your seam construction is like this, and you can see it's folded in on itself. There's no frayed edges. There's no like serging done.
Yeah.
This is basically taking the fabric and sandwiching it together like this, and then stitching along the top. So this is the same reason why it's difficult to taper some jeans from the inseam, because oftentimes you have a felled seam on the inseam.
Yeah. So this is the inseam where it's hard to see
on a black denim.
This one, I can show it, right?
Yeah, we've shown this one before.
So, this is the flat felt inseam, and so this one's hard because when you open it up, it's not flat. Whereas this one, is just two pieces of
fabric, and they're sewn.
Yeah, sewn together like that, and here, and then.
So opening this is a lot easier because what you have to do is just open up that seam, and
then gradually taper or change where you sew, and then it changes the fit. Whereas felt seam is like you can't just stop at some point and then change the direction. It's just it's not gonna fall properly.
Yeah. You'd have to open up the entire felt seam, alter it, and then do a different finish on the inseam.
Yeah.
Which is doable.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't going to want to do that because it's a lot more work.
It will cost more.
Yeah.
And with the denim jackets, I think most of them are
felt seams.
Yeah, so it's hard to change the body of the denim jacket.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is that you can't. It's hard to change the sleeve even.
And here's why. It is if you want to change the sleeve length, you open up this seam here, and then you cut this, and then you can sew it back. But oftentimes is this opening here, you're not going to be able to move that, right? So if you do alter the length of the sleeve on a denim jacket, this opening here just gets a little bit shorter, which may or may not be an issue, but that's really the only thing you can do here in terms of shortening the sleeve. So you have a little bit of leeway, but this opening here, it's not really going to get any wider. I mean, yeah, it's because it's felled, and
yeah.
I mean, it would take some work, but if you're taking off an inch, it's probably not a problem. I mean, you could take it all the way down probably if you need it.
I don't know if you can put your hand through that.
Yeah, right. It'll make it difficult. You need that opening so that you can get your hand through.
And you can definitely not roll your sleeves at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, I mean, it's something that a tailor can tell you, what's possible and what's not. But
yeah, there's not as many options on a denim jacket to alter than on a pair of jeans, maybe. I mean, if you wanted to expand it, make it a little bit wider, I suppose what they would do is open up one of these seams, put a piece of fabric in there.
But then it's not going to be the same fabric.
Yeah, it'll be a different fabric. It'll look a little weird.
No, it can't be properly altered.
Yeah. So the answer is not too many options. Denim vest is probably the easiest thing to do in that respect. We've got a customer. I can't read that because it's in Korean, but Korean customer or a Korean fan out here. Do you guys have a lot of customers in Korea? Ever done a pop-up store in Seoul? We do have quite a good fan base in Korea. We have a very strong retail partner out there called Mode Man, and it's been a while, but we actually have done a few pop-up events in Seoul in the past. It's been a while since we've been out there. I'd love to get out there again. I've always had a good time. At one point, Korea was somewhere we would visit usually like once a year. Mm-hmm. So we've done a few events out there, but it has been a while. And if we do it again, it will certainly be in collaboration with our good friend at Mode Man in Korea.
We're so close now.
Yeah, now it's a lot easier. Yeah. Venomous Eddie says 안녕하세요. And annyeonghaseyo to all of our Korean friends out there. Venomous Teddy writes, any chance of a brown, groovy guy ever getting made? Any chance? There's definitely a chance. It's not a 0% chance.
Yeah. Sorry. I see where you're going with that, but I feel like maybe it's just kind of a little bit of a trendy thing. And we don't tend to do so well with those kind of vibes. So we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. Okay. Pirates, any plans for green Selvedge jeans? Well, all green we've done before. I actually wouldn't mind doing it again. We do have like a herringbone twill, like an army style fabric coming out in the fall, which will
like similar to this kind of color.
Yeah. So we do have that coming out. We've got green cast options coming out this fall in both the Naked Famous Denim Made in Canada and MIJ collections. This is the MIJ12 Owl Midori Selvedge. It's a green cast denim, so it's a little bit of green dye added to the indigo here to give it a little bit of a greenish look. It may be a little bit difficult to see right here, but if you compare it to like a more standard indigo denim, you can see that it's a lot greener.
A lot more red in here, a lot more green in here.
Yeah, these two are actually really good examples of like red cast and green cast denim, because like you can tell that this is a lot more warmer tone, and you can really see the green in this one here when you compare them. On its own, it's certainly not so easy to see, but when compared
on the screen.
Yeah. So, and then we also have a reissue of the MIJ 3.
4?
5? 3. I think it's the MIJ 3.
Maybe 3.
MIJ 3, the original green cast denim, that is coming in the mainline Naked and Famous Made in Canada collection for the fall. Also, that one's going to be a limited one. Unlike the original MIJ3, it's going to be a samphorized denim, so it's not going to be like an unsamphorized tempe treated sort of deal. But
we have that option here.
Yeah,
so
yeah. So if you're looking for that,
reason to have both. Yeah.
So there's quite a lot of green toned options coming for the fall.
We're just like saying, oh, we haven't done green cast in like years.
Yeah.
And then now we have two.
Yeah, we've got two. We've got options. Also, just a reminder for anybody tuning into the live stream right now, we've got 104 viewers. If you haven't hit that like button, hit it right now. Once we hit 100 likes on the live stream, during the live, I'm going to preview MIJ14 from the Spring/Summer 24 collection because we literally just got the sample. Brandon hasn't even seen this one yet. And we're going to show it off to you guys first because I love you all so very much.
And it's the perks of watching live streams.
Yeah, and the perks of being on the 100th edition of the live stream. So 100 likes for the 100th edition to see MIJ14. Let's do it. Let's get there. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Okay, Pedro writes, has Naked Famous ever done a double front jean? No.
What's
like a carpenter kind of pant jean?
Oh, like layered, double layered.
Yeah.
No. I don't think we will.
Honestly. Yeah. I'm really not like I get it that there is a demand for it it's definitely the streetwear, Carhartt, Dickies streetwear kind of guy who's looking for that. To me, it seems a little too trendy, and I don't like to dive into trend too much. And
we're all about fabrics,
yeah.
And I think it might interfere with the message.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to it completely. I just, I don't know. It's not for me. And I think the guys who are buying that stuff are probably buying it from, like, the workwear companies that are making it for, a very, very good price, whereas our price is going to be expensive. It will be expensive. So I'm not sure that it's a big enough market for us to want to go down that path.
Yeah, double front 40 ounce. Let's go.
Yeah, that'll be like
you cannot bend your knees.
Yeah, no, that'll be terrible to wear. Aiden Smith, would you guys ever make some shorts? It's hot out here in Florida. Okay, If you don't know already about our, I'm going to amaze and impress you right now. If you haven't seen this video posted by Tate+Yoko, then prepare because it's gonna be we're gonna have a great time right now. So we're going over to the Tate+Yoko Instagram, and here's the message that you all need to know about. Short season has started. Turn any pair of pants, any jeans, into shorts at Tate+Yoko. All you need to do is request your inseam at checkout, just like you would for hemming, and we will turn anything pants related into shorts. So whatever inseam you want, you can have it, and you can look as handsome as these two right here. We've got Terry and Garrett, just really showing off the flexibility of this style.
They're beautiful legs.
Yeah. I have to say they did an incredible job with this video. It's really, really great. It's funny, and they look really cool. They really, I love it. I laughed so hard when I saw this. But yeah, we'll turn any pair of jeans, any trouser that we sell into shorts. Just let us know what inseam you want, and we'll make it happen. So
yeah, but on top of that, we also have some shorts coming.
Yes, we do have some shorts coming.
Like shorts that are only made in shorts. Yes. Coming, and some cool fabrics actually.
Yeah. And we will get to those shorts in just a minute because we just hit 105 likes, which means
we gotta show off.
We gotta show off some product here. So I'm gonna hang this up.
Okay.
And we've got the jean right there.
All right. So MIJ14
Spring Summer 2023 collection.
I would like to point out that this is maybe the first time we're introducing MIJ products as a spring summer product, because we tend to, like, in the past we were only doing like one a year, and that tend to fall in the fall, because fall is a better denim season. But this is the first ever lighter weight spring summer MIJ.
A true spring summer fabric in the MIJ series. Weight-wise, what are we at with this one?
Oh,
I have to double check. I think they're like 9.5 ounces. But let's just take a close look at this fabric first. So this beautiful like pale indigo tone, which is just incredibly neppy, and it has a great slub texture to it as well. Even in this lightweight form, you can see those beige neps throughout the fabric. Look at that fabric. Incredible. And the real winner, the real specialty is when you take a look on the inside here, because also I have to get them to narrow in that inseam here. This sample came out maybe a little wrong. Narrow out that. Usually on the MIJs we have a smaller selvage tolerance here. So this is the first sample that just came in, so I got to get that corrected. But take a look at the fabric from the inside. So you've got that nice warm beige tone. You've got like indigo neps. You've got white beige neps. It's just a beautiful amalgamation of details here. And of course, it's this lightweight, crunchy fabric. It's unsanforized, tempe treated, and you've got that beautiful hairiness. You've got so much character in this fabric, and it makes just a beautiful, beautiful lightweight denim option. We've got that sheepskin leather patch here on the back, all the details that you can, come to expect from the MIJs. These are... I
can't find the weight.
Oh, you can't find the weight. But
it is around maybe 10.
Around 10 ounces. So it's rigid, but not particularly rigid. Like you can see here, like it still holds its shape quite well, but I mean, they're just going to break in really easy. It's hard to really explain to you how hairy this fabric is because it's really hairy.
Yeah.
You'll once we get to like some better photos, and obviously we're just streaming it here, so you can't see it. It's not going to pick up on the camera, but unbelievably hairy.
Yeah, and
neppy.
I really like that the nep is like brown and like a beige color, where it was like majority of nep. Denim that I've seen had white neps, which is cool.
Yeah.
But this one's just a little bit more subtle, a little bit more like hardy.
Yeah. It
nice.
has a very old school look to it.
Yeah.
Like, very, very, very vintage. So I'm very excited for this one. I don't have a name for it yet. It's just MIJ14. We'll come up with a name for it. At some point, I'm going to get rid of the numbering scheme also. Just because it's even Apple got rid of the numbering. No, they didn't. They're on iPhone like 15 or whatever.
I mean, it's kind of a good way to kind of keep track.
Yeah.
But
at some point I forget, like, what's 6, what's 7, like, a name helps me.
Oh, 100% we need a name at this point. But it could be the MIJ12, the whatever.
James Jones writes, will it come in the True Guy fit? This is, in fact, the True Guy right here. So, yes, it is coming in the True Guy fit. MIJ jeans starting this fall will all come in the True Guy fit.
Super weird, easy True Guy.
Yeah.
And denim jacket wise, we got the regular trucker style type 3, and we also have the heritage denim jacket, which is type 2 inspired.
Yeah. So let's take a look at that.
So actually, like MIJ series will come in more fits than mainline Naked and Famous Denim, because you don't see this jacket in mainline.
This will only be available in the MIJ series. This is the MIJ14 in the heritage jacket, and you can see shorter on the body. It blooms out a little bit in the back here. So even if it fits a little bit smaller, it actually moves with you. Typically with something like this, you're going to want to wear it to the waist, so maybe something tucked in is the way to go. So styling it like that. And this sample, because it's unsanforized, the length isn't the right length. Anyways, that'll get fixed for the production. But you can see here, that's the styling of it. Wear it in your regular size, it's going to be a little bit more fitted. If you size, like, it's kind of, this style is meant to kind of fit a little bit more like a shirt. So you can see, if you want to wear it very heritage style, you wear it in your correct size. Like, this is a medium. I could wear the medium if I want to just style it like this. If I wanted to wear it a little bit bigger and layer it up or something, I would maybe go one size up, get a large, or even an XL if I want to be able to, like, put a, a lot underneath it.
But I think this kind of like compact, shorter fit goes really well with like a wider fitting jeans. Like if you are into more, true guy or easy guy kind of looser fit of jeans, I think this might look better with that.
Yeah, it really looks very uniform when you've got it like a little bit more fitted. But yeah. This is a size medium. I typically wear size mediums. Like I'll put on the trucker jacket so you get an idea of like the fit difference. But that's it right here. So it goes to the waist. It's not a long jacket, and you can see how it kind of billows out in the back because there's some back pleating here. Yeah. And so even if it like kind of feels small, like when you move, it moves with you. Like the pleats open up. So that's kind of the idea there.
Maybe try on in type 3 to see the difference.
You can try that on. And then this is the trucker style. And you'll see here, longer in the body, more room in the chest, but it doesn't like billow out the same way that the Heritage jacket does. So.
Yeah. I find like type 2 style jacket fit like more unisex-y.
Yeah.
Because it's, shorter, doesn't go all the way down here.
Yeah.
I mean.
And I also have the side pockets on the trucker jacket, whereas you don't have the side pockets on the Heritage jacket. So there you have it, folks. 2 jacket options, 4 jean options. The MIJ series is firing up. Mm-hmm. Firing up on all cylinders. I'm really gonna expand a lot more options here. We have the Made in Canada collection, and then we will have a deeper MIJ collection. Mm-hmm. More options. Just I really want to make some incredible things. With mainline. There's no question that we can do a lot, but we want to work. There's a price point, right? Mm-hmm. There's a price point we want to stay in. Mm-hmm. With MIJ, price point is I don't care. Mm-hmm. This is all about just if it costs what it costs. That's really what it boils down to. Like if we want to make a very, very beautiful fabric, and it's expensive to make, it is what it is, right? Yeah, I think as an appreciator of denim, you'll understand it when you see it, and we will deliver even within that price. I mean, we're still you're not buying it from some giant company who's gonna mega inflate the cost. Mm-hmm. You're still buying it from a small company who's we're not we don't have designer brand margins that we're kind of shoving down your throat. Like. To be fair, I mean, what we charge, even in MIJ, you go buy like designer jeans, you will not even get close to the value in terms of like what actually goes into making those jeans. So I still think we've got a value proposition there, but yeah, it will expand. Yeah. And
it's just like it's a different kind, right? Like so it's like a basic clean rigid pair of jeans can go a long way, but this is for like extra. So we were very like selective when it comes to fabrics. So we're just like it has to be like another level. It has to be something extremely beautiful and unique for us to make it into Japan, made in Japan collection. And that's kind of why we've been only running one a year, more or less, because it's just like these fabrics don't, they don't grow on trees. So we just kind of have to take the time to develop it and find the right suppliers and stuff like that. But it's great that we're slowly expanding, putting more effort into it, and I think it's still going to be a smaller collection, but more people can appreciate that.
Yeah. The Raven, have you guys ever thought of making Selvedge work pants? What do you mean by work pants?
We have work pants.
Oh, right, the work
that
pant
what
fit.
you mean? Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
It is not a bad idea. Yeah.
So as far as ever
thing.
thought about
I
making
do
them?
like that fit, and I think that fit is a little bit more approachable now. That like the wider legs, straighter legs are more common.
So I guess in terms of if we've ever thought about it, we're thinking about it right now.
Why are you out of focus?
Why am I out of focus? There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Camera. Okay. Topher Cobra, any update on the Dia de los Muertos jeans? It's no update on it. We actually have to pursue it. Like one thing that we sourcing the cotton was doable. We actually just have to drill down the Selvedge ID because we want to get it like Mexican blanket colors. But we haven't done that yet, and it's on the.
In the works.
It's in the works. Yeah. It's on. We all. I wish we had more arms so we can just do so many more. I want to be an octopus.
Arms.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do
brains.
so many different and brains.
Yeah.
The octopuses have more than one brain, right? Sure. Yes.
8 brains.
They got more feet. They got more brains. They can just multitask like incredibly. But yeah, that's no mega update on that one. But it has not been forgotten. It is in the realm of things that need to be done. Okay. C. Sanchez writes, you've mentioned that Fox fiber cotton gets darker the more you wash it. Is it possible to have a Fox fiber warp? Could it work like a color core, but where the core actually gets darker over time?
Well, okay, so the change in Fox fiber colors is not like fading, like indigo fading. It is way more subtle. It is just like a natural thing that happens. So natural color, just like anything in nature, like things just
like a leather. I would compare it more to like a leather patinaing because it just kind of gets darker on its own over time. It doesn't fade like fade lines or fade wear patterns.
Yeah, and it's even less dramatic than leather patinaing. But so like in that sense, like it wouldn't work like colored core or like any kind of white core regular jeans fading. But we have seen it's used in the warp and weft.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah,
so
can be.
It's definitely. I think it's something that we'll likely put in the MIJ line at some point, just because of the price.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, anyways, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
We definitely need to have like an ecru, earth toned MIJ option. That might be fall winter 24. No, it could be. Anyways. Well, it has to be fall winter 24. Spring summer 24. It's just too late. So maybe
that
fall winter 24.
Yeah. That we can do is fall winter 24.
Yeah. Santiago writes, any chance for a jacket with a corduroy collar? I'd love to get one from you. I think at some point we will get to it. I do enjoy them. I think I got one back there somewhere.
Yeah, we're doing the lined denim jackets for the fall.
Yeah.
So that's a one step closer to that.
Yeah.
Like we're just kind of starting to play with the variation of the denim jackets.
Yeah.
So.
I would also like to do a real Sherpa lined jacket at some point, like a denim jacket with real Sherpa lining. Anyways, your eyes are like, ooh. It's gonna be expensive, but it's gonna be very nice. So, anyways, just one of those things I'd love to do. Okay, Pedro writes, JoJo collection still on track or delayed?
Depending on which information you're working with. But it is on the track in the way that it is being produced.
Yeah.
But when are we going to release it?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know yet. But yeah, it is on the... Like, this week I was working a lot on... I was writing all the product copy. We're getting all the blog posts ready. The product photography is done. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's done, and then there's a lot of stuff that hasn't been done. So... Yeah. It's on...
Well, I think it's just the being made.
Yeah.
I think being sewn
Yeah,
together.
I just have to make sure they
important.
have it on the right end of the production schedule.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I got to talk to Brendan about that. Great shirts today, both of you. My wife missed out on her size in the one Risa has on. Bahzad, what season was yours from? This is from this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this one out yet?
I know that I think this one and the orange one released and the blue one didn't or something like that.
Yeah, let's
I don't know what's going on there.
double check here over at Tate+Yoko.com. Your source for all things Naked and Famous Denim. So let's go over
just as a tip, like if you missed out, I don't know what size your wife is.
This one is incoming soon still, so it has not come out yet. So weird. This one is out, and this one.
Yeah. The Aloha shirts, like women's Aloha shirt and men's.
It's me wearing basically the same outfit.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So and then sorry to just kind of started talking about this, so I should finish the. Men's Aloha shirt starting this season, is coming in a little bit bigger, but it's a little bit like more boxy fit. So if you want to like maybe find like the smaller size of men's, that might work.
Yeah.
Maybe similar to women's.
Yeah, I can just show you, and hopefully I can show it easily. Aloha shirt. If I find an older one, we might have you can see the fit comparison. Like these were quite short, and versus the new models, like you can see it's a different model, but you can see how it goes past like basically the front pockets on the front, whereas this ones would pretty much go to the top of the pocket, maybe even to the waist. So these were a little bit more like, they were definitely a smaller fit all around, and this would be a medium, because we pretty much always shoot everything on medium for our models, and you can see here how much longer and even wider it is. So a big difference in terms of fit. I think it fits a lot better for more people. Obviously, if you were like very slender and small, then the old fit might have worked a little bit better for you. But even with the newer fit, if you want to go down a size, you can get it to be a little bit more fitted in that respect. So,
but I think because this fabric is just so like light and like drapey, it's 100% cotton, but it's very soft and drapey. So like even if it's oversized, I think the look kind of still looks good.
Right.
Yeah.
But we have the.
We do have all the sizes.
We do have all the sizes. So extra small, small, medium, large, and we also have it in this like navy with a little bit of green in it as well. Really, really fantastic fabric, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So check it out.
Nice.
You get these while you can, and the price is really good on that.
Really good on that.
Much less expensive than the men's.
I think the yield.
The yield. Yeah. There's a lot more fabric here.
Yeah.
Also, I have to get a very good shot of this fabric, but this isn't a print. This is all woven into the fabric. I'm going to bust out the macro lens this weekend and take some closer shots of this. But this is really, really a beautiful fabric. And I'm fairly convinced that is also the wrong price.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
But it is a great fabric. And just a pro tip, if anything, that's
a great price.
That might be a little too.
That's also this is the steal, because the amount of fabric that goes into this one. You were wearing this one in a video not too long ago, and you got a lot of compliments on it.
It is a handsome fabric. Just a pro tip: if anything has Dobby, like word Dobby in the title, that tend to mean that the patterns on that fabric is woven in instead of print.
Yeah.
And it actually makes the fabric look more expensive.
Yeah.
I think it is more expensive to do it, because it's not just print where you can change it all the time.
Except I'm convinced that this is the wrong price. There's no question. Anyways, whatever. Brandon, if you made an oopsie doopsie,
we're sticking to it.
Yeah, we're sticking to it, and you get to take advantage of it. So, yeah, some really, really great options here in the spring summer shirts. These are so comfortable, and these fabrics are really, really beautiful. And yeah, these are they're classic pieces. You can wear these forever. So
yeah,
there you have it. Yes,
I'm sorry, but I do have to run out for
Reissue has
responsibility.
A building meeting that she has to be taken. She has to be a part of. So, anyways,
I will excuse myself. Thank you for joining us on the 100th episode of live stream, and enjoy solo live stream.
Solo Bahzad for a little while.
That's how it started.
Yeah, that's true. That's how it started. So back to the OG way. Maybe I should have a phone in my face. All right. Cathedral Ring writes, Wonder Looper with Texas long staple. So Wonder Looper is a brand that Reissue and I created of fine knitwear. You can also find it on tateandyoko.com. We are working on a Texas-based cotton T-shirt. So stay tuned. It'll. If you watch actually the last Wonder Looper live stream we have a separate account on YouTube. We did talk about it, so you definitely want to check it out there. Everyone's saying bye to Reissue. You'll see her on the way out, but yeah. Any plans for an Indigo warp weft? The Grand Blue King of Slub is one of my grail fabrics. That's from Your Lawn Less. Any plans for an Indigo warp weft? Not at the moment, but we've done them before. We have an Indigo stretch Selvedge that's in stock, but I'm sure we'll do something like that at some point again. I tend actually, as far as Indigo goes, I really prefer Indigo Black. I like that tone, and I find that they're very similar, but the blackness from the weft really makes the warp pop as the front face of that fabric fades away. So you might see more Indigo Black options from us than Indigo. I'm not opposed to Indigo, but I really prefer the way that Indigo Black looks. Indigo sometimes looks a little purpley, which unless you're really a die-hard fan of Indigo, like you get it, you really like that color. But Indigo Black, I think it retains more of that blueness, and it makes it approachable for more people. But at the same time, I think to those who like Indigo also would like Indigo Black just as much. Kirk Oldford writes, Naked and Famous models seem like they are probably nicer in real life than those other jean companies' models. If you're talking about products, I'm glad to hear that. I think it's hard to really capture fabric in photo form. I mean, there's a lot of detail that goes into what we make, and that's why I try to get as many beautiful, like, up and close detail shots as we can. But for many, this is a black denim. But when you really get into it and you look at it up close, you understand what goes into making these. And I'm glad that even though we do try our best to capture what it is that we're making in photo form, that when you get them, that you are, your expectations have exceeded that of what our photos could show. So, yeah. Any plans for an MIJ chore coat? No plans at the moment. I'm not opposed to it. Let's just release the Heritage Denim Jacket first and see how things go from there. But I can see that coming down the line. Johnny J, I don't want to butcher your last name. More True Guy fits coming for Fall Winter 2023. Yes, there will be many, many more True Guy fits coming for Fall Winter 2023. I might have spoken too early and said that everything for Fall Winter 2023 will be available in True Guy. That may not be the case. I'm actually working on it right now. But at the very least for spring summer 24, absolutely everything will be available in the True Guy fit. Okay. White Lightning writes, is there going to be new card case options? I don't know. Probably, but I don't have anything. I don't have anything planned at the moment for that. Brandon actually does a lot of the. He pretty much handles all the leather craft stuff. So I'll talk to him and see if he's got anything in the works for that. BD writes, Risa leaving means the rest of the stream is all beans. Is all beans. I don't know what that means.
Spilling the beans.
Oh, spilling the beans. Does Risa hold me back? Maybe. Maybe. It means no one can stop him if we get him roped into a rant. That's true. You can try to rope me into a rant, and we'll see where it goes. Okay. Nico writes, I need a restock on the MIJ10 Easy Guy. The MIJ10s are going to be restocked this fall. So all fits, all existing fits, the Super Weird Easy and Denim Jacket, and then we're going to introduce the Heritage Denim Jacket and the True Guy option. So there's going to be a lot of options there in the MIJ12. MIJ10. Sorry, MIJ10. Somebody over here, Dylan writes, when is the MIJ12 dropping? MIJ12 dropping is going to drop in the fall. I don't have an ETA exactly yet, but it will be in the fall. I'm really speed running these questions today. Invis Ian's, okay, Halloween release is going to be a surprise. This is the only surprise I've ever held from you guys in my entire career. And I think I'm gonna hold it a little bit longer until we get to it. This is the only. Okay, only once in the entire chat has anyone ever mentioned this character, this franchise, and nobody else has ever got it. And I didn't acknowledge it. And Chris Griffin, our archivist, don't. You're gonna drive yourself crazy trying to find it. Don't do it. But it's a good one. The denim is fantastic. The artwork that we got for it is fantastic. You're gonna love it. It's very Naked and Famous Denim. And just let it play out. Just let it play out. So there you have it. Junior writes, Predator. It's not the Predator. Although I would really like to do, Alien. And then I suppose if we did Alien one day, we'd have to do Predator. That would be really cool. The Toaster Pilot writes, Hellraiser or Aliens, please. I really would like to do Aliens. That's my. It's on my to get list. And yeah, if we get Aliens, I would love to do Predator. Terminator 2 would also be really cool. But yeah, so there's a few out there still that I'm chasing for. But I can confirm Halloween is going to be a thing. Yeah, I'm already working. Man, I really just spill all the beans, don't I? I'm working on the development of that fabric right now. I'm just conceptualizing it all, and that one is going to be great. So that's going to be a fall 24, Halloween 24 option. But yeah, Leatherface line with denim apron. Leatherface would be great as well. I'd love to do Texas Chainsaw Massacre, BD, RoboCop, absolutely. I would love to do RoboCop. Man, I gotta write these down. I'm gonna write down these things right now because I'm gonna forget. Leatherface, RoboCop, Alien, vs Predator. Got it. Okay. Johnny J writes, is it difficult to get collabs like that? I think because we've done them and we're an established brand, it's a little bit easier for us to approach these things now. In the very beginning, it was a little bit difficult, but I think it's like anything. Once they see that you've done it and that you've had success with it, or they've come across it somewhere, somehow, they're a lot more open to these kinds of things. Like we're at the point where we get approached. You know, at the very beginning, it was us doing the approaching. But now it's definitely a mix of both. But, you know, we get approached all the time now, which I think is pretty neat. And, you know, it shows that these types of projects that we do are resonating. And, you know, I certainly think our audience likes them a lot as well. You know, I'm a big movie guy. Everybody knows that. I'm a big horror guy. So I really enjoy doing these kinds of projects. And, you know, melding my the more I can meld my passions together, the better. So, yeah. Dylan, don't forget Terminator 2. That'd be sick. Thank you. See? I forget things too quickly. Wrote it down. Cathedral Ring. The licensing has to be tough on the margins. It's not terrible. I can tell you now, it's not the worst thing in the world. And sometimes with these collabs, what we'll do just to, you know, make sure that the price point is, you know, within the Naked and Famous Denim realm of price points, is that they're not available for wholesale, and that we only have them available direct through Naked and Famous Denim NYC and Tate+Yoko. So that way we can have these products out there at the price point that you can expect, and, you know, that's how we can mitigate some of that stuff, because there is a lot more detail and cost that goes into making the collaboration items. So those are just some things that we have to consider. So I'm seeing that my stream is starting to get a little bit slow, but we're going to keep it going here, and then, you know, hopefully it'll pick up in the replay. So I apologize if the stream quality is starting to degrade, but it seems like that's just the way of life over here with my internet connection. We had it pretty good for a while, but it just is what it is. Okay. So, anyways, we'll be fine. I think we're not totally dead, but we'll be fine here. I'm just gonna do a little refresh on this screen over here, and hopefully everything will be okay. I apologize if the quality is not great. I'm just reloading here. Let's see what kind of questions that we might have. Wait a second. I think Risa's messaging me, and I got to check on that. Okay. No problem. Okay. Could you show off some of the items on the rack? Austin asks. I could. I showed off some of it, and I will get to showing off some of it even more, because I've got the Kikko denim there, and we're going to be talking about the Kikko denim today before the stream ends. Leonardo writes, Risa left and took the Wi-Fi with her. Ugh, it seems like that, eh? Envy, any word on the tote bags? No word on that. I have to double check with Brandon, because I know he was taking charge of that project. So hopefully I'll have an update for you on that one soon. BD writes, have you hit the topics? Have you hit the topics you marked down before the stream? I have a little bit. So I did with the books. But I have another topic that I wanted to talk about. I suppose, yeah, these two topics may maybe a little bit better for a back and forth conversation with Reissue, because I think her insights would have been very good. So maybe I'm going to save some of these topics for the next stream. And that one topic that I think is kind of a good one to talk about, especially back and forth, is the role of Selvedge denim. And we could talk about, the significance of Selvedge and why it appeals to denim enthusiasts. I could maybe talk about a little bit that. Yeah, I think it's a better back and forth conversation, actually, with Reissue involved. So maybe we'll save that one for next time. But if you do have any topics that you'd like me and Reissue to cover, let us know, and I will write them down and make sure that we do cover them. And with BD as the special producer, he will definitely remind me to make those comments, to make those questions answered. My brain is slowing down. Probably because there's so much buffering going on in this live stream. I appreciate everybody who's hanging on despite the quality. I know we've been having some trouble as of late, but I really hope we can hang on here. I really hate when this happens. Sorry. I did actually buy a new router the other day to see if I can make this not happen anymore, but it seems like my internet connection just stinks. Especially around this time of day. People are waking up, starting to use the internet, and it just screws me over. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so I want to talk about the next release that's coming out. It's not this upcoming Friday, but the Friday after on June the 9th. We've got the Kikko denim coming out. So this one, you may have seen it. If you've watched the Spring Summer 23 preview video, then you know about this one already. This is the Kikko denim. It's not really a denim at all, but like a sashiko style fabric with this beautiful kind of diamond weave pattern in the fabric. This is a Dobby fabric that has just a beautiful amount of indigo in it. And you can see how it's just from the rinse washing that we give it, you can see how much character it develops, and it will continue to fade more and more over time. This will be a fabric that bleeds quite a lot. And now we do have this in a bunch of different options. You can see here we have it in the jeans. This will be available in Super Weird and Easy Guy, but we also will have it available in a denim jacket and a chore coat, and as well as some shorts. So we actually really are offering this in quite a lot of fabric. So if you don't have something like this in your collection, I think it's something nice to own, especially if you want the jacket. So the jeans are one thing. This may not be an everyday jean for everybody. I think it makes a nice special jean. It's certainly something that's going to be noticeable if you want to have something that's special. But the jackets are a lot easier, like on a day-to-day wear type of thing. Let me just throw it on for you, and you guys can see for yourselves. So we've got the denim jacket, and yeah, just the beautiful indigo tone here, even from far, is quite noticeable, and it will continue to fade and fade. And the fact that it is rinse wash makes this jacket a lot more comfortable to wear right from the beginning. So keep that one in mind. It's not a particularly rigid jacket at all. There's really no rigidness to it, and it just feels great. It looks great, and it provides enough contrast from your raw denim jeans that it makes it a lot easier to wear. You can wear this in the spring, summer, fall. This is a great all year option. The fabric really is quite nice. I think it's picking up nicely on the camera here, which we're lucky. And then, of course, when we release these, when we put the video out, we'll have a lot more detailed photos, and you can really see just how intricate that weave pattern is. And we also have it in the chore coat. And if you know me, I've been living in my Blue Jay Selvedge chore coat a lot this season. I haven't. The reason why I didn't take this jacket is because I have an older Sashiko denim jacket. It's very similar, but if you don't have something like this in the closet, it may be just a really nice option for you to have. So I would highly recommend this one. I think the chore coat is going to go pretty quickly for this one. And earlier somebody was mentioning shorts. These will also come in a shorts option. So a very, very easy to wear pair for the summer season here. So a lot of fabric, a lot of fit options here in the Kikko denim. So watch out for that. It's going to be coming out on June the 9th. I think some of our retailers might have some of the jeans and stuff already, but June 9th on Tate+Yoko and Naked and Famous Denim NYC. The Toaster Pilot writes, Oh, wait. Spencer's Mustache writes, did New York City Selvedge get restocked? The website shows sold out, but I don't know if that's because it's only available in real life. Yes, the New York City store has restocked the Empire State Selvedge. If you head over to Naked and Famous Denim NYC.com, let's just go over to the browser window here. You'll see the Empire State Selvedge. It says preview the collection. So this will show you everything that's available as far as fits are concerned, if my internet would load the website. And it says sold out on everything because they're not available to purchase online. So even though it says sold out, that doesn't mean that they're not in stock in store. If you want to see if your size is in stock before you go down to the shop, give the shop a call. They'll let you know. At this point, pretty much everything's in stock except the strong guy. I only have a few size like 36 and 38s in stock. I'm working on a replenishment of these. So if you want the strong guy, those may not be available in your size, but everything else at this point should be in stock. So if you're curious about what is in stock, what isn't in stock, give the store a call. They'll be happy to help you out. Ask for Shane or ask for Steve. They'll be happy to help you. Mike Lennon writes, should I buy the blue comfort denim? Yes or yes? Well, if those are your only two options, then obviously yes is the right choice. The blue comfort is a very, very comfortable fabric, and it feels like jeans. You know, sometimes the problem with a high stretch denim is that it doesn't really feel like denim. It just, you know, it's very, very, very stretchy. And while these are very stretchy, they do have the heft and the weight and the grittiness of raw denim. So I think it's a great balance for raw denim enthusiasts and lovers and people who want and need the stretch for comfort. So you definitely want to give that one a shot. Okay,